it's John McCabe. Welcome to the show. Hey, welcome to the John A. McCabe Show, where it's all about accelerating your authority in your business, your field of expertise, by helping entrepreneurs, business owners, authors, expert speakers get heard, get seen, get noticed on any device, anywhere, anytime in 100 days or less, also known as the Authority Acceleration Formula. Now, my guest today is actually a very close friend of mine, someone I've known since 2009. We were in the same real estate investing courses. Sorry, I'm just moving some stuff around. The same real estate investing courses, and we've been friends ever since. She's a certified RMT specializing in eliminating inflammation in the body, which really means what she does is she helps people eliminate pain fast. She's created a very specific light therapy prescription for adrenal healing, inflammation, elimination, skin healing, pain reduction, and nerve repair damage. Nerve damage repair. All 5 prescriptions are in a medical home light therapy unit that she rents to clients, also sells it across Canada, US, and Europe. One thing I can tell you about Wendy, she's an amazing cook. And I've had the opportunity to be invited over to her place on many occasions for lunch and dinner. Not only do I think she's a great cook, but others do as well. And she's had the privilege of and the victory to prove it. Wendy won a cooking contest last year, and the grand prize was she won a free trip to California to attend the world's largest garlic festival in Gilroy. Now, funny story, while she was there, she worked with the pyro chefs in a flaming pit, and she told me that she was so grateful that she actually made it out of the pit without singeing her eyebrows. So when we return, I'm going to be joined by my guest, Wendy Zelmer, and as always, I'm the one running the production, and my laptop is down, so if you see me looking down, that's because I'm actually having to reach down to change my laptop. So I'll be right back with my special guest, Wendy Zelmer. We're back. So my guest today is Wendy Zelmer. Hey, Wendy. Who considers herself an inflammation specialist, not only from helping people eliminate inflammation through the use of her light therapy, but also through foods that you eat as well. Wendy's wealth of knowledge and has studied a great deal with respect to this subject, and has been helping people be pain-free by eliminating inflammation in their body, like one person at a time. So what Wendy's looking to do is to help reach more people by educating them and making them aware that they don't necessarily need to live in chronic pain, and that there is a healthy alternative to pain reduction by eliminating the inflammation that causes the pain. So Wendy's here today to get some help in sharing her message, and for Hot Seat Thursday, she wants some help and guidance with respect to one of her upcoming books that she's writing. So please give it up with a lot of likes, loves. Send us a flurry of thumbs up, hearts going across the screen, and give it up for my guest today, Wendy Zelmer. Hey, Wendy.
Hey, John.
How you doing?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing excellent, thanks. So I'm just going to quickly take a look at the Facebook feed and see who we have on here, just to give some shout-outs. So right now we have Andy Lockwood, a good friend of mine from New Jersey.
Hi, Andy.
He says he can't wait to see my hot pants. So fortunately I am wearing pants today, Andy, but they're not too hot. So Julie Hoffman's on as well.
Hi, Julie.
Just a quick FYI, you're echoing quite a bit, but it looks good. So I know what that is, Julie. Thank you very much. Fong Chu has just joined us. Hey, Fong.
Hey, Fong.
But give me 1 second while I adjust the...
And I'll just get comfortable.
And so if you could just let me know if that changed anything. Richard Moxley's joined as well. Julie, has that changed the audio at all? If you could just let me know, that would be great. If somebody could let me know if the audio has been changed. So we're just trying to get rid of the echo. Unfortunately, I can't hear what everybody's hearing. So
should I move this away a little bit? No?
We're just trying to and it's still echoing. So just let me see there. I think that's actually better. So can somebody let me know if the echo is now gone? So just let me see there. I think that's actually better. So can somebody let me know if the echo is now gone? Unfortunately, it's not. The challenges of going live. So we're just going to continue. The challenges of going live. So we're still testing, trying to get rid of that echo. Sorry, we'll be back in just a second. So can, without me turning my phone on, can somebody just please let me know if the echo's on, or maybe I'm the only one that's on watching this right now. So can, without me turning my phone on, can somebody just please let me know if the echo's on, or maybe I'm the only one that's on watching this right now. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Can somebody let me know if the echo is gone or not? Otherwise, I'm just going to continue on, and I'll wait to hear if the actual echo is gone. Because I'm running two mics right now, so that could be the issue. Andy Lockwood, what do you have to say? I'm running two mics. You do this on a regular basis. Give us some feedback. So what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to turn my mic off. And then we're both going to share this mic, and hopefully that will suffice. So let's just see now if the echo is actually gone. I'm just going to share this mic, and hopefully that will suffice. So I just have to make one more change. Sorry for the...
So is this why people in Hollywood get paid the big bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They have people that actually know what they're doing.
Okay.
Not people like me that just...
You're doing a great job,
just
John.
run this thing.
Yeah. You're doing a great job. One-man show.
Oh, it's so hot. I'm sweating profusely. Yeah. I'm getting nervous because it's not working.
It's a sweat box in here.
Ah, okay, so we got rid of the echo. Okay. So I think we got rid of the echo. I think we're good to go, Wendy. So again, my good friend Wendy Zelmer, we've known each other since 2009. Certified registered massage therapist, helps people with their inflammation.
Yeah.
And how about, Wendy, you just give us sort of the 2-3 minute version of, like, we call it your origin story. So like where you started to where you are now. Mm-hmm. Take us on that journey of getting into inflammation, you know, within a few minutes. Sort of tell us why you're into it and how you got involved with it, and how things are going right now.
Okay. So I was born and raised in a very holistic home. I graduated from Grant McEwen, the massage therapy program, in 1991. So I've been a certified massage therapist for 25 years. And after a few years of being in massage therapy, I found it frustrating because I wasn't getting the results I wanted with clients. And approximately 20 years ago, I started studying inflammation. And Dr. Perricone, he was one of my greatest teachers. And I was, of course, just like any other person, I had aches and pains in my own body. And I'd been dealing with this pain in my foot for about 2.5 years. And I was in my late 20s. So I really was a little young for arthritis to be setting in my opinion. But of course I went to the doctor and they said, well, you know, you've got that pain there because arthritis is setting in. And one thing I know about arthritis, any type, it's inflammation.
Okay.
So I'm eating Dr. Perricone Dr. Pericone's Way, which is an anti-inflammatory way. He has a whole program for anti-inflammation, and probably about 2.5 months into my extreme clean eating program for anti-inflammation, I noticed the pain in my foot was gone. And I didn't put the two together because even though he talked about inflammation equals pain, I still didn't connect the two. And then I call it my bad day at the office. And so I'm an on and off sugar addict. And I had a bad day at the office, and I went home and I drank some Pepsi, ate some popcorn with that nasty cheddar flavoring, loaded with MSG.
But it was good though, wasn't it?
At the time, it was really great. I ate some nibs, which used to be an addiction, but I don't eat them anymore because they were giving me heart palpitations. It's crazy what food does to our body. Anyways, the next day I got up, and that raging pain in my foot was back, and that was a life-changing moment for me because I realized that the inflammation in our body is truly what creates pain. I had that pain in my foot that I couldn't get rid of no matter how much amount of massage I did. I couldn't get rid of it because the inflammation was deep in my foot. It took me about 2.5 months to get rid of the pain from the clean eating. And that morning after is when I put all the pieces of the puzzle together. And that's when I really dedicated my life to the study of inflammation and doing everything I could to help people eliminate inflammation from their body, because I knew where you can eliminate inflammation, you can eliminate pain and change the quality of someone's life.
Excellent, excellent. So if you're just joining us, Wendy's Wendy Zelmer. She's an inflammation specialist. She's here to get some help on Hot Seat Thursday. She's looking to launch a book in November, and she just has some very specific questions with regards to launching that book. So Wendy, I don't know how much you've actually watched the show or you've seen of the show, but I've changed things up a little bit.
Okay.
And what we do now is like a speed round.
Okay.
Okay, so I didn't tell you about this, but it's 10 questions.
Oh.
So it's just like you're in school, a pop quiz. You didn't have time to study.
My
You don't
goodness.
even know what it's going to be about.
That's not fair. I'm texting all my friends who are coming on this show. I'm telling them.
So what we're going to do is we're going to run through a series of 10 questions. Just give me a short answer, whatever comes to your mind first.
Okay.
And for all you guys watching the show, for all you people, ladies, guys, watching the show, give us a thumbs up, some hearts, and play along with Wendy. Enter your comments enter your answers in the comment. So let's see what you guys have to say with regards to the questions as well. So it's great to get some feedback. So play along this speed round with Wendy. Okay, y'all ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I think I'm ready.
So name the book that impacted your life the most.
The first book was by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich.
Excellent. So when you were a young girl,
Yeah.
who was your celebrity crush?
Boy, that's a hard one because we only had one TV and we never got to watch TV. My dad was in front of the TV all the time. But if I could go back in time, I would say Adam Sandler because I really love him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. I've not heard Adam Sandler before, but
I love Adam Sandler.
okay. So what is the book, podcast, or show that you're into right now that you're really involved in?
The one I'm completely immersed in is Joel Osteen. I absolutely love his positive seeds of encouragement every single day, and I just love his material.
Okay. Book or podcast?
So it is a podcast.
Okay.
I listen to it on my phone.
Okay.
I love it.
Are you currently working with a coach right now?
No, I am not.
Okay. What is your favorite movie of all time?
Well, I'm going to say my favorite guy again, Adam Sandler.
Okay,
and
which
it's
one?
just so hard. I love Jack and Jill. I have to say, it's so funny. Jack and Jill.
Rom-com?
No.
Romantic comedy? Jack and Jill?
No. It's
and Jill. Which one is that?
That's where Adam Sandler plays him and his sister, and I just love it because it's so funny. And I love it so much because it's about family coming together, and that's a big part of what is really important to me too, is family values.
So are you involved in any mastermind groups?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Name the person, dead or alive, who you would most like to meet and have dinner with.
Oh, boy. I'm going to go with Napoleon Hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever met anyone famous, and if so, who are they?
Well, I took a 5-day course from Jack Canfield. I was in several courses with T. Harv Eker.
Okay.
And Mark Victor Hansen, Anthony Robbins picked me up in Edmonton, meaning he lifted me up at a seminar. And that's as far as that went. We don't want to start any rumors here. Okay.
Yeah. Clarify the picking up.
Exactly.
Lifting you
there was thousands of people around. Yeah.
So the best piece of business advice you ever received?
I would just say the best piece is to do what you love, because when you're doing what you love, that is the fuel that will take you to the next place and the next place. Because even though I'm in business and I am doing what I love, sometimes you lose that momentum that you need.
Yeah.
But that love and passion just keeps driving me forward.
Okay. The last one's a two-part question. I know the answer to number one already.
Okay.
So it's beer or wine, pizza or wings?
Okay, I'm definitely going with wine.
Yeah.
Oh, and I love pizza and wings, but I'm going to go with, if I was on an island and had to only eat one thing, wings, as long as they were from chickens that were free range and raised ethically.
Okay.
Okay?
Great answers. Great answers. So everyone give Wendy a lot of love by hitting the like button, the love button, the share and comment. I'm just going to give some shout outs to people who've joined us. As I mentioned, Julie Hoffman's on, Fong Chua joined us, Richard Moxley from Calgary, Carly Houston joined us, Heather Morrow is on, Pat Petrini from Arizona is on. Good to have everybody on today. So if you're just joining us, I'm talking with Wendy Zelmer. She's a certified massage therapist, but she's also an inflammation specialist, and she helps people cure their chronic pain through a medical light therapy unit, as well as teaching them how to eat to eliminate inflammation. And she's on the hot seat Thursday looking to get some help with her upcoming book that she wants to launch in November. And so let's get into sort of what you filled out on the application.
Okay.
So the first thing is, what is your immediate business goal? And you put down that you want to pre-sell your book.
Yes, I do.
You want to have it a bestseller in several countries on Amazon and iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to set up a lead capture site, set up a site so people can buy the home unit on the internet. Okay, that's a multi-part question. So pre-sell the book, make it a #1 bestseller, set up a lead capture system, have people be able to buy this unit online.
Yes.
So that's what you're looking for, your immediate business goals.
Definitely.
So the 3 areas that you most need help in, #1 is setting up a book cover and set up the author page.
Yes.
Now the author page, do you mean on Amazon, or do you mean a place where you're going to drive all the traffic where they would buy the book from you to help you become a bestseller?
Well, I'm thinking the right answer is Amazon, but you're the professional. What should I be doing? Because that's where I get confused. I know I need an author page on Amazon, but I also know I need a lead capture page to drive people. Okay.
The author page is just information about you on Amazon. So if somebody wants to know more about the author, it's sort of a pre-hosted sort of information session. You can put some videos on there, you can put some graphics on there, some pictures, and it's like your bio and things like that. That's sort of the author page about Amazon. So if you click on any author, just sort of click on some of the best-selling authors that you know of, and just sort of look at their author page, and just sort of duplicate what they're doing.
So
you actually go into Amazon to set that up.
Oh, I see. I thought you set up the author page and the link for them to buy. I didn't realize they were separate.
Yeah, so you set up the author page, and that's where you'll actually link your book to that author page.
Okay.
Now, it's a different situation because you can drive traffic right to the URL for your book on Amazon.
Okay.
But by doing that, you don't have the ability to connect with them, because typically when you do a book launch, what you're doing is
to give them incentive to buy now versus later,
Yeah.
there's a couple strategies you're going to employ. One is that you're going to offer the Kindle version first, and you're going to do that at 99 cents.
Of course.
And you're also going to give them something of value to buy right now, and you're going to put the urgency on that. So if you buy within this week, so basically trying to drive as much traffic as you can within that time frame, that they will get a special gift. So basically you will give them a video series or a special add-on to the book that you won't normally get if you just go through Amazon. So basically, in order to do that, typically what you do is you get them to buy it, and you have them email you the receipt, the Amazon receipt.
Right.
And then they can get registered into a members area or something like that.
Okay.
So having the lead capture page is where you're going to drive all the traffic to get them to click on the button to buy your book.
And if I have the lead capture page, is that an area where I can start building up my list too? Because I have clients that say, oh, do you have a newsletter? And they want to be on the newsletter, or is that separate too?
It's going to be separate, because the purpose of of that particular page is just to get them to click on the button, which takes them right to the Amazon page where they buy.
Okay.
Because you don't want to drive them to Amazon per se and then say, okay, well, find my book and then buy it.
Right.
You want them just to click that button. It automatically goes right to your book on Amazon.
Absolutely.
So all they do is just the one click.
Okay.
And what you have to understand is that is different for every country. So if you want to sell this in Canada, you have to have the Amazon.ca URL.
Okay.
If you're selling it to people in the US, there's a different URL that they would actually use. If you're selling it to people in another country, Europe, because each Amazon has their own. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but when people were doing a lot of book launches that I'm involved in, and I click on the link, if it's just the US based only, it takes me to the Amazon.com site. So I click the buy, and it automatically takes me to the Amazon.ca site, because I can't buy off Amazon.com. I have to buy off Amazon.ca for my books.
Oh, I didn't
know
know
that. So it automatically
that.
takes you there.
Yeah.
But by having the different URLs, it's automatically going to take them to the appropriate Amazon page for that particular country.
Okay, that's good to know.
So having the lead capture page, so for your book, it's not capturing the names and emails, it's just getting them to go there, clicking on the button, and then driving them to get to right to where they actually just click the buy.
Right, I see.
That's what that purpose is for.
Okay.
Now, by using the email strategy, where if they email in their receipt, there are autoresponder systems that will actually capture the information right off the receipt and put them in an email list.
Okay.
So that can be an automated process. I'm just going to quickly open up and I'm going to share this screen with you guys in just a second. I'm just going to open up a screen just to give you an idea here.
Do you want me to move this?
Sure, thanks.
Okay.
And
So are we opening up a Amazon screen? Or?
no, I'm just going to show you sort of the process here.
Okay.
So I'm just going to switch screens.
That's exactly what I want. I want a lead capture page.
Well, this is the full website, but I'm just going to take you to the book page just to give you an
I see.
idea.
Okay. Yeah. Because
And
I
I'll
just
stop
find
this.
that I spend so much time sending all of this information that's scattered all over the place to clients who want it, when I know there's an easier way. I just don't know how to do it.
Right.
Right.
So one thing I just need to do is double check I have to change the audio settings on this next shot,
Okay.
just so that we don't get that echo back again.
Sure. I was just going to say that when it comes to using all of the technology of 2016, I feel like I have all the ingredients to a recipe, but I don't know the order and how to use them. And
Okay, so this is, for example, this was when I launched. I had a different page, but this is off my website.
okay,
So I could have actually driven people to this specific page, and you can see that I have a click button here that takes them directly through to Amazon. So to give them incentive, there's a video that plays here.
okay,
Here's what they're going to get. They'll get free access to this video series, but they have to follow these 3 steps. They have to purchase the book,
of course,
then they have to email the receipt to this email address,
yeah,
and then the system is automatically set up to send them access to the free bonuses.
yeah,
So that's incentive for them to act during that sort of 5 to 7 day window, to give them incentive to actually buy it during that time as opposed to wait, because you're only going to make this available to the people that actually buy during that time frame.
yeah.
So it's a huge incentive. So this is sort of a lead capture page. This is actually on my website, but it could be just one page, like a splash page or a landing page, completely separate.
Yes, okay.
And once you go through, so there's 2 different parts to this.
Okay,
There's the part of just driving the traffic to get the #1 bestseller status.
right,
And then there's the part about after you've done that, giving away the free PDF version of the book in exchange for email lists.
right,
Because you're not going to make the money, not going to make a ton of money selling books. The money to be made is when you're selling the home unit or you're selling them something else.
Well, and
that's where the money is.
the reason I'm writing the book is because I am writing it to fill the need of my clients. So instead of emailing them 7 or 8 different PDFs, I would like all the information that they need to set themselves up for success in one booklet.
Right.
And that's the main reason I'm writing it,
Okay.
to
So
educate people in one place.
So are we clear about the differences between the Amazon author page and then the purpose of the page for the launch?
Yes, let me just ask one question. So what I'm seeing right now, I could have that as a splash or a landing page, but I could also have it on a website. I could
That's
use
correct.
that in several different places.
That's correct. You could
Okay.
have, you could tie this right into your website
Okay,
so that when you're promoting your book launch,
right.
you promote the URL that takes them right to this page, not to your home page where they got to fish around and find it.
Exactly.
You take them directly to the page where all they have to do is click a button
Right.
to
Yeah,
go
I
and buy
love
the book.
that. I love it. Now, is this something that I could do myself, or do I have to take a second mortgage out and hire someone to do it for me?
Well, I've done all of this myself.
Oh, yeah, but you're a superstar in this. So I'm a superstar with helping people eliminate pain, and you're a superstar with this.
Okay.
Could an inflammation specialist
It
do
would-
something like this?
Not for the deadline that you're looking to do.
Okay.
You're probably going to want to outsource it. And the easiest, probably the least expensive, if you just do a basic, you find a page that you like,
Yep.
that somebody has a book page already. And
Okay.
I'll give you another example.
Well,
here.
and I loved your book page. I thought that was great.
So that when I clicked it, it actually that one takes me to my author page. This is my author page.
Oh.
So you can see I have videos, there's about me, all
Yeah.
the different books.
Yep.
Because I've already gone through the launch, I just drove them to my author page so they can find out more about me.
Okay.
But
Yeah, well, I've got a ton of videos that I can share with people on anti-inflammatory recipes, how to use the home light therapy unit.
so you're familiar with who Jeff Walker is?
Of course,
Okay.
yeah.
So this is when Jeff launched his book.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't still have mine up. He was using a different strategy, and his strategy was that he would actually email or send you the physical book in exchange for just the price of the shipping. But this was
the hardcover
yeah,
book.
but this was
yes.
just his splash page or his landing page for his book. So you can see there's a video. his extra bonuses when you get the book, but you can have the same idea. Instead of having the opt-in,
Yeah.
you just have the button that takes you directly to Amazon. So you
I
just
see.
find people that have book pages already, and you find what you like.
Okay.
Now, there's sort of a set format,
Mm-hmm.
and you can really do it yourself because I know you use WordPress.
Mm-hmm.
So for 97 US, you can get Optimized Press, and it actually has all of the templates already built, and there's already book templates in there. So you just pick a template and you just upload your images, your video, because it's already, all of this is already laid out for you.
Okay.
So that is something that you could actually do yourself as opposed to hiring an outsourcer.
Okay.
So it is really drag and drop.
Okay.
Optimized Press. Another one, Lead Pages will do a similar thing, but that's a monthly subscription. If you're just looking for something that you can use sort of one time, Optimized Press is really good for $97 US. Or like I said, you find something that you like, and you go to a place like Fiverr or something, and you find somebody that can actually build this for you. You just say, I want a landing page that looks just like this. Here's my copy. You send them the copy. You send them the link to the video. You send them this stuff.
Right.
So basically, you give them the stuff, and you give them the template or the layout. So this is what I want it to look like, and here's my stuff that I want you to put on that page.
So you're saying go to Fiverr and have them build me a landing page.
You can do that if you don't want to choose the Optimized Press and just do it yourself.
I see. Okay.
So it's really, what's your time best spent?
Right.
You know, paying the $97 plus doing it yourself, or paying somebody, let's say on Fiverr, $50 or whatever, for them to do it for you.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
you still have to create the content. You still have to give them exactly what you're looking for. Give them a good idea. But so those are two different options that you can go with.
Right. Okay. I like the idea of going to Fiverr, hiring somebody,
But
because
I've used them a lot.
yeah.
You have to be very crystal clear in your instructions. So you have to give them a very clear example of what you want.
Right.
And you have to provide them with all of the content that you need to put on there, because they're not going to craft it for you. So you need to go through the process of, okay, well, what is my banner? What do I want my banner to look like? So you probably need somebody to
And-
create or put the copy on there.
Once my book cover is done,
Yes.
then I will
can do-
create my banner.
Yes, the same person could probably do it for you. That's going to build your website.
Okay.
You just give them the image of your book cover, images of you, your URL,
Yeah.
and whatever you're going to give away.
Okay.
And then you'd have to do that 3-step process like was in here. You'd have to have it linked to a system that will actually scrape the receipts. So I know that the one that I was using is TPNI Engage, which is who bought out Instant Customer. I'm not sure if there's other services out there that will actually do the receipt scraping, but
okay.
it's something that you can investigate,
Yep.
because that's how you're going to capture the lead from the people that buy the book. Because if they buy through Amazon, you're not capturing the lead, but this is a way to capture the lead
Right.
after they buy the book.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to continue my communication with people who bought the book.
Okay. So set up the lead capture site and automatically follow up emails, start creating a list, communicate that you want to communicate with. So we have your splash page.
Right. Okay.
Ability to sell hold units. Okay, so sorry, I just lost my spot.
Okay.
The book title. So I know that you'd sent me. You have thought of a book title.
Yes, I have a book title.
Okay, and so did you take this is a list of 100 of the top book titles.
I did use that.
Let's see where you go. So, so you actually went through this. I'm just going to switch back the screens here.
Yeah.
And so this just lists, for anyone just wondering, it just lists the top books, their titles, their subtitles, And so and it's just basically a formula for creating, you use it as a sort of a guide for creating titles and book titles. So what did you actually select for a book title?
How to eliminate pain and start living again.
Okay. So with the book title, what you're trying to do is find out what they really, really want.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you start with the benefits that these people receive. So the biggest emphasis or the biggest focus is going to be on the subtitle,
Okay.
not the title. The subtitle is going to talk about the benefits, your ideal target market, and basically really capture their attention. That's where you want to spend the most amount of time.
Okay.
So there's an exercise that we can just quickly go through if you want.
Yeah, for
that
sure.
will help get clear
Okay.
on describing and positioning from your perspective what outcome that they want, the benefits that they want,
Yes.
as opposed to just describing sort of the product or the service, right?
Right. Okay.
Okay. So what is it you do?
I help people eliminate pain rapidly in their body.
Okay. So what does that really mean to the person?
Yeah. So what that means is they can get back to living the life that they haven't lived for a year, for 5 years, for 11 years. They can get back to living a quality, active lifestyle again.
Okay. So that's a pretty long subtitle.
Yeah. Okay, that was
So-
not my subtitle.
So the subtitle, you really need to narrow in on the benefits,
Okay.
as well as you actually need to do keyword research. Because in the title, you need to have two things. It needs to focus on very clear benefits to your ideal target market.
Okay.
So when they look at it, they know that you're talking specifically to them,
Yes.
focusing on the benefits. But you also have to figure out what people are actually searching for. Because the subtitle is, and there are books with very, very long subtitles
Okay.
that have been stuffed with keywords and benefits, and it's
Yeah.
all done purposefully to attract the person, not only when they see the book
Yeah.
because of the benefits, but also when they're searching, because it's stuffed with keywords that people actually search for that have a pain, fear, frustration that they're trying to find a solution for.
Of course.
Because you always want to get clear on your ideal target market or your avatar. And it really goes back to who is your avatar, what are their pains, fears, frustrations, or ambitions, and how does your solution help them with that problem.
Yeah. Now, and when you say I need to do keyword research, are you saying that I should do that or I should hire somebody? Because again,
Either
this
or.
is my challenge. Is number one, I love working with people and I love helping people heal their body. When I go to do tech stuff, I just want to rip my hair out. Okay?
So-
I really do. But I'm a small business too, still building. And
It comes down to budget.
yeah,
So it's a matter of budget, because I could name off half a dozen people that could do this for you,
yes.
but do you have the budget to actually do it?
And what is the budget? What's a realistic budget for me to be working towards or thinking about if I wanted to hire someone who knew what they were doing? And when I hire someone, how do I know if they know what they're doing?
Well, you get references of people that they've worked with. That's how you know.
Yeah,
And
that's a good good call.
And you look at the books that they've actually launched.
Right. Okay.
Have the books that they launched been #1 bestsellers?
Okay.
So as far as the amount goes, I've never hired, like a lot of my good friends
Yep.
are in this business of, and there are
Yeah.
people that I would actually go to for helping me with my book, even though I know how to do it
Yes.
and I can do it.
Yeah. Because
But-
you've done it.
Right. But my level of knowledge is sort of that deep in the subject, and theirs is like this deep.
Right.
So they'll do a lot more than I would even do for my own book, because they're in that specific niche and they're doing it all the time, and they've got deeper training
Okay.
and they focus on that versus someone like myself that I can do it, but there's people that can do it way better.
So if I wanted to hire some of those people,
I've never hired them, so I know that I don't know. Let's see if there's anybody on. There's some friends of mine that focus on this. Jason P. Jordan is one of them.
Yeah.
And he's also a person that will actually, when he works with an individual, he actually crafts an amazing press release
Okay.
and distributes it and gets you in all of the biggest name publications
Okay.
out there.
Okay.
So he has a specific formula. I can put you in touch with him. He can give you an idea what ballpark, what it's going to cost, what the investment's going to be in order to use his services. He actually has connections with people all around the world to in all these different countries, and can actually help you become #1 bestseller in all of these different countries
Okay.
because of all of his different connections and all the people that he actually knows in those countries.
Right.
So he has a service that he helps authors, helps them become #1 bestsellers, but he helps them go through this process of basically defining the title and the subtitle,
Okay.
because that is the biggest thing when it comes to Amazon, because you want to be found when people are doing keyword research, or they're actually doing searches on Google. You want to be found.
Yes.
So he can help with that. They do a lot of research, they discover all that information, and then they craft a very good subtitle.
Okay.
And then he can help with a lot of the other aspects as well.
So, how to eliminate pain and start living again? Are you saying that probably is not my best subtitle
I can't tell you
until we do the keyword?
until you do some research.
Okay. All right.
So there's research. So is that information, have you identified that information as a true benefit to your ideal target market? So do you know who your target market is? Do you know what their biggest pain, fear, frustration, or ambition is when it
Yes.
comes to blank? So what is it?
What their biggest pain?
Pain, fear, frustration, or ambition?
Biggest pain is they can't walk. They can't play with their kids. They can't pick up their grandkids. They can't live a lifestyle of movement.
That they used to live.
That's right, because they're
And-
in so much debilitating pain.
So as a result of that, what's happening as a result of that problem? So basically they're being very sedentary,
Well,
they're gaining weight,
absolutely,
they're
it's
getting
affecting.
depressed.
It's affecting their marriages. It's affecting their ability to go to work every day. It's affecting every aspect of their life, every aspect.
So what kind of things have they tried already that hasn't worked?
A lot of my clients have tried medication, and the medication had a very negative response on their body. So some of my clients were allergic to medication. Some of my clients, their stomach is rotting out and they're getting bleeding ulcers. And some of my clients just couldn't have the medication at all. And then they were just living in pain. I have one client, she's had 5 kids.
Yeah.
She said that her sciatic pain that she had over Christmas was more painful than having the 5 children, which really was surprising. And she used the home light unit at home for 7, 8, 9 hours a day because she was in so much pain. She said, I thought I was dying. I thought this was it.
Wow.
And because she couldn't take medication. She's in her 80s. And so it's that same repetitive verbiage that I hear. Some clients have had surgery and they still haven't experienced the healing from the surgery. Sometimes they're worse off. Everyone's different.
Okay, so if these people had a magic wand or an ideal solution,
Yeah.
what would it be?
It would be to get back to the way they were used to living
Okay.
in a holistic way without hurting themselves. Like the medication will hurt them. The surgery will leave a negative side effect. They want to get back to how they were
So
living.
what's the biggest question that they have when it comes to inflammation? So what's the biggest burning or the pain that they're in? What's the biggest question that they have with respect to that information?
Well, the biggest question is, how can I get rid of this fast and start living a quality life again? That's their burning question, because nobody wants to spend a year healing their body. They want fast results. We're living in a society, fast, right?
Yep.
And of course, it takes time for the body to heal. But I will say in 25 years, the home light therapy unit delivers results faster than I've seen with anything else, even with changing diet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of that information is very critical, because basically what you did is you really just did a lot of your own copywriting and creating the copy that's to get clarity on who your ideal target market is. Because a lot of that stuff that you just said, you'll actually be able to use when you're communicating to people about your book, when you're marketing and launching your book. So that's very crucial, because you want to attract the people who will benefit from the book. So understanding them, understanding the things that they've tried and didn't work and the struggles that they have is very crucial when it comes to marketing the book. Okay. So you already have your title, and it's a good title because I know that you've already gone through the magazine and you sort of did you use the formulas.
Yes.
And what I mean by formula is you take one of the best-selling books. A perfect example is 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And you just remove different pieces. So you say would remove 7 blank of blank. So it might be 7 keys of a successful marriage or something like that. So you just replace the blanks with things that your ideal target market is looking for, and sort of an idea of what they can get.
Right.
So you've already worked through that formula. Now it's the subtitle. And do you have any idea about the graphics?
I don't.
Okay. So what I did with my books is I went to Fiverr, and I had an idea. I had the colors I wanted, and I had the title and the subtitle, and I just hired 3-4 different people to create book covers for me, just so I can get from different perspectives, different creativity. And that one worked quite well. For $15, I think I ended up with my Rent Own Revolution book cover that I liked. Another way to go is 99 Designs. I've used them a couple different times for logos. It's a contest. It's the investment's a little bit more. You're probably looking at anywhere from $300 to $500 US just for a contest that you're going to award the winner. But what you'll get is a lot of designers from around the world all competing, and it's 2 or 3 different stages, all competing to win that prize of the money. So you get it. I've had up to 80 different designers creating, close to 200 different designs, all competing for the prize that I was going to award the winner for my logo.
Wow, that's fantastic.
And it was a multiple step. So there's a lot of interaction. You're going back and forth. You're giving feedback to everybody on everybody's designs. So you're just helping them through the process. So those are 2 ideas where you can go.
Okay.
And of course, the third is a local graphic designer. That's a third option.
I have to say I love the idea of variety because everyone's mind works differently. And
because
I do
let's say
love that.
For example, you use Fiverr and you get 4 or 5 different people all creating a book cover for you. You can take pieces from each one. And then you can just sort of go to somebody and say, okay, I like this, I like this, I like this, I like this from these different covers. Can you put them together or make one cover for me? So I think that is sort of does that answer your question about the book cover, where to go for your book cover?
So, so let's say today when I go home, I'm going to go to Fiverr and hire 4 different people. I would give them the name of my book and...
You need to have your subtitle first.
Right. But let's pretend I had my subtitle.
Okay.
And so I go to Fiverr and I say, I need a book cover for this title. Should I give them any more information or is that enough?
The more information that you give them,
the better product I'll get.
Because they're going to know.
Right, okay.
And they're going to have very specific requirements when you hire them. They're going to ask you all of these questions: the color, your target market, do you want images, a lot of different things that they're going to require in order to create something that potentially that you're going to like.
And when you go to Fiverr, are there people who just create book covers?
Yes.
Or, oh, okay, so I'd go to the section that said, hey, I create book covers. Okay.
And there's
Okay.
two different types. There's the Kindle book cover,
Right.
and there's the book cover that you would get created for the actual paper copy.
Right.
But
Okay.
just focus on getting the design first,
Yeah.
so like a Kindle design.
Yeah.
And then once you have that, then you can actually go and get the Create Space one done, or the one for getting your hardcover or
Okay.
your soft cover, but the actual physical book created.
Okay. So Kindle first.
Yes, when you're outsourcing, just ask them get the Kindle one created first.
Okay.
One thing, I don't know if you've investigated this, but an ISBN number.
No, I don't even know what that is.
Okay, so you know on the back of every book is a barcode.
I sure do.
So this
I
here?
have thousands of books.
That is your ISBN number.
Okay.
And it's basically a registration.
Oh, okay.
So what you'll want to do
Mm-hmm.
and is just Google ISBN in Canada,
Okay.
and it's actually run through a government website.
Mm.
It's a Government of Canada website. So you actually would register your book on that site. So you need the title, subtitle, all that kind of stuff
Before.
before you actually register it. And
Okay.
you'd want that registration ISBN number prior to getting the book cover, because you're actually going to want to get it put on the book,
Right. Okay.
as well as the price of the book.
Okay.
And the price of the book, is really, you're going to launch the Kindle for 99 cents,
Right.
but you should have an idea of what you're going to price it at afterwards, as well as the actual paper copy.
Mm-hmm. And do you have any recommendations on that?
For the paper copy, I would, if you're going to use Amazon and upload it to Create Space, which is the company that actually prints the paper books, the actual books, you can go in there and it'll tell you what your actual cost is going to be
Ah,
for
yeah.
that book,
Right.
and then you just price it accordingly.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
So and then you don't get all the difference, by the way, when you sell one.
Right.
You only get a percentage, and Amazon and Create Space get a percentage, and
Yeah.
so you get a royalty. Basically, you don't get all the profit. You get more profit if you actually sell the book directly. If you say pre-order 100 books or so,
Okay.
and you sell them directly through your website,
Oh, okay.
so you can probably get all the books landed at your home for, let's say, between $5 and $7. So you sell it for $19.99. You get to keep the difference, $19.99 plus shipping.
Yeah.
So you actually get to keep the difference versus if they're buying it off Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Then you just get a few bucks. But then it's the
Yeah.
hassle of actually doing it, right? The whole purpose of using Amazon is you don't have to do anything
Exactly.
or worry about anything.
And really, again, the purpose, I'm very clear on what my intention is
It's not to
and
make
the
money on the
purpose.
book.
Exactly. I'm writing this book as a public service to my clients who want it, who need it, and the people who I haven't met, because people are looking for a way to eliminate pain. And I've got several great ideas on how to do it easy.
Okay, so if you're just joining us, I'm here with Wendy Zelmer. She's my guest today. We're Hot Seat Thursday, where I'm actually giving her some coaching advice. She's a certified RMT, specializing in eliminating inflammation in the body, which really means that she helps people eliminate pain fast through a medical home light therapy unit, as well as through education on eating inflammation-free foods, or foods that don't promote inflammation
Foods that just
in the body.
help heal your body.
in the body. So
He's being all fancy.
So what we're doing is Wendy's actually looking to launch a book in November, and she has a few key pieces that she needs to put into place before that actually happens. And so we just finished talking about her title and her subtitle, getting the book design created, using what the Amazon author page is versus what the landing page for promoting people to go to actually just do the one click to end up on your Amazon page where they actually buy it. So we just went through that process. And have you even thought about picking categories yet?
I have thought about it. So do I want to be in the inflammation category? Do I want to be in pain elimination category? I haven't given some deep thought to that.
Okay. So it's when you're picking your category, it's a strategy.
Okay.
It's all about a very specific strategy because you want to know what the competition is going to be
Right.
in order to get #1 best-selling status. You need to know approximately how many books you have to sell per day in order to reach that goal of being a #1 best-selling author.
So it's different per category.
It's different per category. And what I'm going to do is I'm
Okay.
going to actually, bear with me for a second. I'm going
right.
to pull up the screen and we'll actually run through
Ah,
how you can actually do this.
okay. Can I pick as many categories as I want?
3.
Oh, okay, 3.
So you can pick 3 categories. So we'll just give some shout outs while I'm launching this. So we have Bonnie Bolesky joined us. Jimmy Jays was watching the show. We
Hey,
have
Jimmy.
my good
Yay.
friend Heather Murphy from Nova Scotia. My brother joined in, Trevor. Julie Hoffman left a comment, says, we sound so good. I don't know if you mean that the sound quality is good now or that I actually sound pretty good, because I think it's both. I sound pretty good
Yeah.
and the sound quality is pretty good.
And I probably make them look good too,
Yeah,
right?
she makes me look good. Joey Ragona's on. Joey, I still need to send you a picture of the earpiece that I was wearing when I have a guest on virtually. I haven't forgot about that. So I'm just going to pull up.
Can I scroll through here to see if there's any questions or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is my first
So-
time on live Facebook.
So if you guys have any questions, comments, give us some likes, some loves, hit that thumbs up button or the heart button, and leave any questions or comments that you have about today. What I'm doing is coaching Wendy on, she wants to launch a book, so becoming a #1 best-selling author. So what strategies do we have to employ? So there's just one last thing that we're going to go through, because I know that we're over on time.
Oh, okay.
So what we're going to talk about right now is I'm just going to do a quick demonstration of how you actually find what categories you should be looking at.
Okay. And,
So the first place you start is Google,
okay.
and what you do is type in Amazon best-selling books.
Okay. And how many books does it take to become a bestseller?
We can find that out as well.
Okay, great.
So let's see. So where's my cursor?
Okay.
So this is for Amazon.com. It'll be different for .ca, but we're going to go into .com.
Okay.
And what I want you to do is see these descriptions here.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So pick the one that's closest to your book. So would it be health, fitness, and dieting? Would it be medical books? What would be
Well-
the closest
Well,
category?
definitely medical book, but also health, fitness, and diet, because the home light
Okay.
unit, this is a medical device.
So what you're going to do, this is an actual process
Okay.
that you're actually going to figure out which category you want to go in.
Because I can only go in one. I thought you said I could go in 3.
3 different ones, but
Yeah.
you have to pick which are the best 3 categories.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to pick the medical one first.
Okay.
Medical books.
Yeah.
So the very first thing you do is, see, this is number 1.
Yes.
So we have to click on this, and we want to see how this actually ranks
Oh, okay.
among Amazon. And we can see this is the number 6 book on Amazon. So number 6 out of all Amazon books, this is it. Do you want to compete against this one? This means that you have to sell enough books to be number 5.
And how many books is this selling?
We can't tell how many it's selling, but what we can do is
Oh, okay.
get an idea.
Okay.
I'm just going to bring up this other website here.
And I'm going to just guess what the right answer is. No, I don't want to compete against that book. Is that right? Is that the right answer?
That's correct. So this website here will give us a quick chart of sales ranking.
Okay.
So that was number 8.
It was number 6.
Number 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you need to be selling over 3,000 plus books a day to be number 1 to 5.
Oh my. Okay.
So that's some
a lot of
hefty
books.
competition.
That is. Yeah.
So I don't think we want to actually be in that category.
Right. Okay.
However, that's for the whole medical books category.
Yeah.
Are there some subcategories here that are relevant to your book?
They're saying, maybe we
Let's
should.
just pick one. What's this medical? We're just going to pick one because I just want to go through the process quickly
Okay,
because
okay.
we're out of time.
Okay.
So we're going to go into this one and we're going to click this to be number 1 in this category.
Right. Okay.
Let's go down and find out where they rank.
Okay.
So they rank 2,193. Okay, to be number 1 in this category, you have to be ranked higher than 2,193. So that means you need to sell between 70 and 100 books, roughly.
Okay.
So what you're looking for
day,
really, yeah, because when you do your launch,
Okay.
you want to hit a certain number for X number of days. But you can actually if you get, say you're going to go in this category here between 5,500 and 10,000,
Okay.
that's the rank number. You need to sell between 15 and 25 books a day. You can actually reach that in the first day if you get more than 25 people buying your books in a short time frame.
Oh, okay.
So doing that research of all of the categories and getting an idea of how many books you need to sell,
Yeah.
and then driving the traffic, having a strategy to drive the traffic to buy the book all at a specific time within a specific time frame. And if you were to use some other sources like my friend's sources, who actually he can help get people to buy books from all around the world.
Okay.
So if you wanted to be number 1 in the US, you could actually pay him and he would get the people to actually buy the books. It's $3 per book. It's kind of cheating the system, but bottom line
Yeah.
is you want to be number 1 bestseller, right?
Well,
because that goes a long way.
Yeah, I do, but I don't like cheating the system. I don't like
It's not
it.
really cheating the system. It's gaming the system.
You said it was cheating
It's
the
gaming
system.
the system because it's not cheating when you do it.
Okay.
It's done ethically. These people actually buy the books,
Yeah.
whether they read them or not. I've bought probably friends of mine books. I've probably bought 100,
Okay.
and I've probably read 10.
Okay.
But I help them out. I buy their books because they're doing a launch. It's a thing about accelerating your authority to be number 1 best-selling author in a category, right? So that goes a lot because this is a strategy, a positioning strategy.
Right.
That's the biggest play. So using
and
it
that's
as a-
what you
using-
specialize in,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Strategies to help people in
Yeah,
business.
to
That's why
accelerate
I'm
their
here.
authority.
Yeah.
So it's just a strategy or a tool to enable you to become a number 1 best-selling author.
Okay.
So just employing the strategy, doing your research that you can do on your own, finding out how many books you need, making sure that you're gearing up for that big push. You've got a launch date in mind, and ahead of that, maybe 7 to 14 days out, you're starting the momentum, getting
Yeah.
people interested, driving them, so that on launch day, you have as many people going and buying your book as possible during that day.
Yeah.
And you're promoting it on all the social media platforms, not just every hour, but like consistently trying to drive people to buy your books.
And when I launch my book in November, it's going to be a pre-launch, or do you think it's better just to launch your book once you're finished? What do you think is
I've
better?
done both.
Okay. And what would you recommend to me?
You better be sure that if you're going to do a pre-launch, that you can deliver the content in
Of course.
the amount of time, because
Yeah.
I think it's
I think it's 90 days.
60, 90 days, something like that. But
Yeah.
if you go over that time frame, then you're banned for doing a pre-launch for at least a year.
Okay.
I went over my time frame.
Oh, really?
So I was banned for doing another pre-launch.
John's always breaking the rules. Always.
Yeah. And so I was banned from doing another pre-launch.
Yeah.
So, but I can actually do one now. So
Okay.
when I'm ready to actually do my next book, which will actually be out before December.
Yeah.
It's all about the authority acceleration. Then I'll be actually using the strategy as well.
The pre-launch.
The pre-launch.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Great.
So I just want to close out of this.
I just think for me, doing the pre-launch in November, I'm talking about the book and people are thinking, well, I'm interested in setting myself up for health and wellness January 1st because I'm making that big commitment.
Yes.
Doing the pre-launch in November where they can pre-buy the book, but then they get it delivered to them January 1st. That was the strategy I was going to use. Because if I'm using the last 2 weeks of December to promote the launch of my book,
you don't want to do that.
No, of course not, because everybody's too busy with their family.
Try to have it delivered prior to Christmas, just prior to Christmas, as a Christmas gift.
Right, right. So do the pre-launch in do the pre-launch in November, like I'm talking about, and then
Just
the book will
delivery
actually...
date. Yeah, because you have to give a delivery date.
That's right.
So have it delivered prior to Christmas. Even though it's just 99 cents, someone can actually still give it as a gift.
Of course, and what a great gift.
Yeah. Exactly. So what we've just been talking about, if you're just joining us, we're just wrapping up as I've been helping Wendy Zelmer. She's getting ready to launch a book, and I've been helping her walk through the process, all the different strategies she needs to look at, how to do a lot of the tasks that are involved in actually becoming a #1 best-selling author. There's a lot of steps involved. There's a lot of things that you actually need to do. It's not just about sitting down and writing a book, but once you know how to do them, once you have the right strategy in play, then you can actually put it together in a very short amount of time. My second book, from the time I actually had the thought of writing a book to it being a #1 best-selling author, was 11 days.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
And that included the writing and creating all the lead capture, creating the Amazon page, having all of that done. I did it in 11 days. So, and there's
That's
people
inspiring.
I know,
Very
there's friends of
inspiring.
mine that did it actually a little bit quicker as well.
Nice.
But you don't need to do it that fast. You've got the time, but it's all about the strategy, knowing what to do, where to go for the resources, where to go and get help is crucial. So definitely if you want to reach out, if there's very specific questions, I can definitely help you answer your questions, steer you in the right direction, that sort of stuff. So I just want to thank you for coming on today.
My pleasure.
Hopefully you received some value out of our time together. I want everyone out there that's still on, just give Wendy a thumbs up or heart, or leave some questions or comments if you have any questions or comments on this specific topic. And
or if anyone has questions for me, they can post it on my Facebook page, private message me.
For sure. And
text
what we'll do
me.
is, what I always do is after the show is I always put in the comments section all of Wendy's contact information. So if you have questions or comments for Wendy, you can contact her directly.
Right.
So thanks, Wendy, for being on the show.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Show Wendy some love and hit that like, share, love button. Share this with all your friends and business associates. And so with that, I'm just going to close out the show.
Okay.
So again, thank you very much.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
I hope everybody enjoyed the show. I know I went a little bit over today, but I wasn't watching the clock as I normally do.
And he's a rule breaker.
So I really hope you enjoyed today's show with Wendy as a guest. She's genuine, authentic, nice, and a person that really has drive and passion, and really hustles out there like all entrepreneurs should, as aspire to achieving her goals. She'll definitely achieve whatever goals she sets for herself. I really look forward to not only following Wendy's book launch and book process, being a part of it, but hopefully just one little piece in Wendy's overall journey that, when Wendy's telling her story, that says, oh yeah, this guy helped me get to where I am today. So
when I'm on Dr. Oz and Oprah and I'm doing the tour, of course, I will mention you, John.
Yeah, I'm just one little cog in the Wendy Zelmer story of life.
It takes a village.
That's right. But just being the best isn't enough in today's world. If no one knows who you are, if you want to gain exposure for your business, your brand, your product, or your service, then you need to employ some authority acceleration strategies that will really help get you where you want to be and attract an abundance of clients who are willing to pay you the type of money that you're looking to get paid for your products or your services. So you're not chasing people down just for a deal, just to get a client. They're actually coming to you in droves. And that's all about the accelerating your authority and positioning yourself as the go-to person. And what I've done is I've actually created a very simple formula that you can actually implement. And I give this formula away on every single show. I tell people what my formula is because I want to help people accelerate their authority. It's not a secret. It's just something that I've created by spending a lot of time learning from a lot of great people over the past 5 or 6 years. And this simple formula, when you implement it, will help get your business get seen, get heard, get noticed on any device, anywhere, anytime in 100 days or less. And it's called my authority acceleration formula. And it really goes like this. It's 1, 10, 100. And what that means is for every 1 hour of content that you create, if you spend 1 hour of content creation in a week, you need to spend 10 hours distributing that content out to the internet world and engaging with other people who potentially are going to be your ideal clients or people of influence that you want to connect with. So for every hour of content you create, spend 10 hours distributing that content, repurposing it for other uses. So if you're doing video, repurpose it for blogs, for articles, for podcasts. That's repurposing. And you want to do that continuously for 100 days. So if you're doing 1 hour of content a week, spend 10 hours of distribution a week, and do that consistently, persistently for 100 days. That's your 1-10-100 formula. And that will help you accelerate your authority and position you as the expert or the authority in your field. So if you want any more information about the authority acceleration formula or how you can implement it into your business, then definitely leave me a message at john@johnamccabe.com. And with that, I want to thank you, Wendy, again for being on the show.
Pleasure.
I want to thank you guys for joining me.
Yeah, thank you.
Be sure to join me tomorrow, same time, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And this is John McCabe wishing you an amazing day.
Namaste.
And of course, I have to look down to do all this stuff. So again, thank you.